So I guess with that, thank you all for coming. It's a great day. We're so glad it's not raining and it's not freezing cold. The March for Life was truly a great event, and how exciting to have President Trump address the march on Friday. I'm sure you were so happy to see that. I want to start by first thanking Governor Christie for his unwavering stand in support of the protection of life. We owe him a debt of gratitude for making sure our state tax dollars did not fund Planned Parenthood for the 8 years he was our governor. We really need to thank him. He was our first pro-life governor, and we will work to make sure that he won't be our last, right? Please also join me in giving a big round of applause to thank our pro-life members of Congress and pro-life state legislators for standing up for life every day in the halls of Congress and in the State House. And let us thank President Trump for enacting the most pro-life initiatives of any president in the history of our nation. As you know, it's a new day here in New Jersey. We now have a new governor and legislative majorities who call themselves proudly progressive. In fact, as I mentioned, inside this building today, the Senate Health Committee, with the full prompting and approval of the new governor, has scheduled 2 bills on the agenda that will use our tax dollars to provide over $7.5 million to fund the mission of Planned Parenthood, an organization whose primary focus is abortion. Do you think it's a coincidence that they decided to schedule it on this day while we're having the rally? I certainly don't. Thank you to all who signed the petition. We will make sure the petitions are delivered in time for the hearing, and we will continue to raise our voices to oppose and resist the use of our hard-earned tax dollars to fund Planned Parenthood, an organization that is currently under investigation by the FBI for its illegal activities. It defies logic, absolutely. Every year we come together on the solemn anniversary to memorialize the lives of 60 million babies lost to abortion, and to also remember the many women and men whose lives have been devastated by Roe versus Wade. Every year, we hope it will be our last. We have come so far with advances in science and technology in the 45 years since Roe versus Wade. Through the discovery of ultrasound, we can view babies in the womb and witness their amazing development. Babies born prematurely are surviving earlier and earlier, and many unexpected prenatal diagnoses can now be corrected in utero, thanks to the miracle of modern medicine. And we know babies in the womb feel pain. Yet, as President Trump said, we remain one of 7 countries in the world that allows elective abortions after 20 weeks. Shamefully, right here in New Jersey, we have several clinics that boast of doing abortions into the 23rd week of pregnancy and later. That is why our 2020 coalition is working diligently to end painful late-term abortions by passing the federal and state versions of the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. Ours is a movement, yes. And I know many of you are all part of that, so thank you for everything that you're doing, and continue to do it, please. Ours is a movement of love and hope. The theme of the march this year, Love Saves Lives, exemplifies the work of the pro-life movement, for it is out of love for both the mother in crisis and the child in the womb, and the many women and men who suffer and grieve for the children they will never hold, that we persevere in our educational and advocacy efforts, as well as our healing ministries. It is why so many in the pro-life movement have dedicated their lives to providing practical help to women in crisis pregnancies through our wonderful pro-life pregnancy centers and maternity homes. And it is why we continue to call for the overturning of this tragic decision that was imposed upon our nation 45 years ago, when precious little babies were denied their inalienable right to life. So to the people inside this building who make our laws, please hear our message today. We will never back down. We will never give up. We will continue to speak and advocate for the protection of our smallest brothers and sisters, and against measures that threaten our consciences and the dignity of human life, no matter what obstacles are placed in our way. And we do all this out of love, for as St. Paul tells us, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Thank you so much, and God bless you.